Are you truly living, or just drifting through moments that slip away unnoticed? What if purpose isn't somewhere in the future, but alive in the now, waiting for you to claim it? Imagine flowing with life's currents, knowing yourself so deeply that every choice fuels your power. Picture acting relentlessly, stripping away distractions, facing fear head on, leaving a legacy that echoes beyond today. What if every step you take could be unstoppable? Every moment charged with clarity, courage, and impact. Stop waiting. The life you crave, the strength you seek, and the legacy you desire starts in this very breath. Life is not something that exists in the past or the future. It lives in this very moment. Every second you wait, every hesitation is a second lost. Too often, people float through life as if tomorrow will give them clarity, as if the world will suddenly align and make sense later. But the truth is, there is no later. The time to act, to feel, to experience is now. You cannot retrieve a second once it passes, and you cannot borrow tomorrow's courage for today's challenges. You must be present, fully and unapologetically, because only in presence do you encounter reality, and only in reality can purpose take root. To live with purpose, you must first see the value of the moment you occupy. Notice the small details that fill your life, the sound of your breath, the rhythm of your heartbeat, the sensations in your body as it moves through space. These are not trivial. They are the canvas upon which your life is painted. Many people walk past these moments, distracted, looking elsewhere, believing that significance is found in some distant place or future success. But significance does not wait in some far-off corner. It is here in the now, waiting for you to notice, to engage, to claim it. Presence requires courage, for it forces you to confront yourself and the reality around you. It strips away illusions, the stories you tell yourself to postpone action or avoid discomfort. It is uncomfortable at first because it exposes gaps in your life. The things you have ignored, the passions you have neglected, the dreams left dormant. Yet, discomfort is the indicator that you are alive and moving towards something real. Each moment you inhabit fully is a moment where you can choose to act, to change, to shape your destiny. Purpose is not a distant reward. It is the quality of attention you bring to each breath, each thought, each decision. Do not wait for the perfect alignment of conditions or the perfect moment. Conditions will never be perfect, and the perfect moment is always just ahead, forever out of reach if you wait for it. Your task is to move, to act, to engage. When you are fully present, you see opportunities others overlook. You understand challenges not as obstacles, but as necessary steps, and you feel the energy to step into life boldly. Being present transforms the mundane into the extraordinary, because every action, when taken with awareness, carries weight and meaning. Purpose cannot be postponed. It is not a gift that appears at some undefined point in your future. It is discovered in the deliberate engagement of your life here and now. Every breath is an opportunity to act. Every thought is a chance to align yourself with your true intentions. Every heartbeat is a reminder that the moment is alive, and so are you. Seize this moment fully, for it is all you are promised. Life is like water. It moves, it adapts, it finds its path, and so must you. Too often, people try to force life into rigid forms, trying to control every outcome, every step, every failure, and every success. But purpose is not something that can be confined or imposed from the outside. It flows, and it asks that you flow with it. When you resist, when you cling to expectations or fear change, you create tension and frustration. But when you move with life, when you adapt to the challenges that arise, you discover the natural rhythm of your own path. Flowing like water does not mean being passive. It means being flexible, responsive, and alert. It means understanding the shape of the obstacles in your path and adjusting, bending without breaking, finding a way forward that is both graceful and powerful. Life will always present resistance, unexpected currents, and obstacles, but you are not meant to confront them blindly or with brute force alone. You are meant to respond intelligently, to move with insight, to allow your purpose to guide your actions while remaining open to change. When you flow, you realize that every circumstance carries a lesson, every challenge an opportunity to refine your understanding, and every setback a chance to find a better route. The rigidity of fear, anger, or stubbornness will only block your path, but the flexibility of awareness allows purpose to manifest in every action. Flowing does not mean surrendering your goals. It means finding the most efficient, natural, and aligned way to reach them. It means understanding the balance between persistence and adaptability, between effort and ease. Many are trapped in a struggle against life, thinking that control is the key to purpose. But the true power comes from understanding the nature of things and working with it, not against it. When you move like water, you become unstoppable, not because you impose your will on the world, but because you understand how to navigate it. You remain alert, aware, and responsive, yet calm. You let your purpose shape your choices while letting life's currents teach you the lessons only they can offer. Adaptability is the essence of living fully. In every moment, life changes, circumstances shift, and people evolve. Your purpose cannot remain rigid. It must move with these currents without losing its essence. By embracing flexibility, by flowing like water, you align yourself with reality rather than fighting it. This alignment is not weakness, it is strength. It is clarity, it is precision, it is the expression of true power. Let yourself flow, for in movement there is wisdom, and in adaptability there is mastery. To know yourself is to hold the map to your own life. Many spend their years chasing what others want for them, following paths laid out by society, expectation, or fear, without ever stopping to ask the simplest yet most profound question: who am I? True purpose cannot exist without self-knowledge, because without understanding your own mind, heart, and spirit, every action risks being hollow, every goal a shadow of someone else's dream. You must look inward, honestly and without excuses, to uncover your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, and even the fears that quietly shape your choices. Self-knowledge is not achieved in idle reflection. It is forged in the fires of experience and introspection. Pay attention to how you respond to challenges, what excites you, and what drains your energy. Notice the patterns in your thoughts, the recurring desires, and the habits that define your daily life. These are not mere trivialities, they are the fingerprints of your true nature, guiding you toward the purpose that is uniquely yours. When you begin to understand yourself, you begin to see the illusions that have guided your past, the masks you have worn to fit in, and the compromises that have pulled you away from your genuine path. Knowing yourself requires honesty that can be uncomfortable. You may confront fears, insecurities, or regrets that you would rather ignore. But these moments of discomfort are where clarity emerges. Purpose is not something that can be handed to you. It is discovered in the deep, sometimes challenging, conversation you have with yourself. By recognizing your own values, your deepest desires, and even your limitations, you create a compass that guides every decision and every action. Self-awareness also brings freedom. When you know who you are, you no longer seek validation from others. You no longer mimic the lives of those around you. And you no longer waste time on distractions that do not serve your calling. Instead, you act from a place of authenticity, and every action resonates with intention. Your choices become sharper, your focus clearer, and your energy more potent because it is aligned with your inner truth. The journey to knowing yourself is ongoing. It requires patience, reflection, and the courage to face your inner landscape without judgment. But in doing so, you unlock a power that no external force can give. The ability to live fully, intentionally, and purposefully. Every moment spent in self-understanding is a moment you reclaim for your life, a step toward becoming the person you are meant to be. Dive deep within, for in understanding yourself lies the foundation of your purpose. Action is the heartbeat of purpose. Dreams, ideas, and plans are nothing more than shadows if they are not brought into reality through deliberate movement. Many spend their lives thinking about what they could do, what they should do, or what might happen if they act. But action is what separates existence from living. You cannot wait for confidence, perfection, or permission. These are illusions that stall growth. The moment to act is always now, and the power of purpose is realized only when you move decisively toward it. Action requires courage, for every step forward carries risk. You may fail, you may falter, you may face resistance, but hesitation is far more dangerous than any misstep. Every action taken, even imperfectly, builds momentum, teaches lessons, and sharpens understanding. Waiting for ideal circumstances is a trap. Life does not pause for readiness. Instead, readiness emerges through action itself, through engagement with the world, through the willingness to learn while moving. Purpose cannot be conceived solely in thought. It must be expressed in movement. Each act, no matter how small, is a declaration of intent. When you act, you align your mind, body, and spirit with your goals. And that alignment generates a force that propels you forward. Action transforms abstract desire into tangible results, turning potential energy into kinetic energy, shaping your reality moment by moment. The key is consistency. Action is not a single heroic leap, but a series of deliberate steps. Each choice, each effort compounds over time, carving a path where none existed before. Do not underestimate small efforts. They accumulate into mastery, they refine skill, and they cultivate resilience. By acting persistently, even when the outcome is uncertain, you honor your purpose and reinforce your commitment to it. Action also teaches humility. It reveals your limitations, exposes your misconceptions, and challenges you to adapt. But it also reveals your strengths, your creativity, and your capacity to overcome. Through action, you discover the truth of what you are capable of, and every movement becomes both a lesson and an affirmation. Do not wait for the world to open doors for you. Step forward, create your own path, and let each action echo with intention. Purpose is realized in the doing, and the life you desire is forged by your willingness to act without delay. Move now, for hesitation is the enemy of purpose. Simplicity is the essence of power. In a world filled with noise, distraction, and endless complexity, clarity becomes your greatest weapon. Too often, people chase multiple paths, clutter their minds with too many goals, and fill their lives with things that have no real meaning. Purpose cannot thrive in chaos. It demands focus, attention, and the courage to strip away what is unnecessary. To live fully, you must identify what truly matters and let go of everything else that pulls you away from your path. When you embrace simplicity, you create space for intention. Your energy is no longer scattered, but concentrated on what aligns with your deepest values. This is not about deprivation or denial. It is about understanding that the weight of too many choices weakens action and dilutes focus. Every unnecessary distraction, every superficial pursuit, steals time and energy that could be devoted to living purposefully. By removing the excess, you reveal the clarity beneath, and in clarity, power emerges. Simplicity also sharpens perception. When your life is uncluttered, you see opportunities more clearly, understand challenges more readily, and recognize what is truly valuable. The mind that is free from constant noise and distraction becomes a powerful instrument for action and insight. You no longer react blindly to circumstances. Instead, you respond with awareness, precision, and efficiency. The simplest path, pursued with full attention, often leads to the deepest fulfillment. True simplicity requires discipline. It demands that you examine your routines, your habits, and even your relationships, identifying what serves your purpose and what does not. It requires courage to say no to things that distract, to remove what is comfortable but unhelpful, and to focus relentlessly on the core of your life. In doing so, you not only create clarity, but also cultivate strength, the strength to act decisively, to prioritize meaning over convenience, and to align every action with your purpose. Remember, complexity is seductive, but it often hides emptiness. Simplicity is honest. It reveals what is essential and allows purpose to emerge naturally. When you embrace simplicity, life becomes not only more manageable, but more powerful, more vibrant, and more aligned with your true path. Strip away the unnecessary, focus on what matters, and let clarity guide your every step. Courage is the bridge between intention and fulfillment. Comfort is a trap, a quiet prison that lulls you into safety while your purpose waits beyond the familiar. To live fully, you must be willing to step into the unknown, to face fear directly, and to act even when uncertainty looms. Every great achievement, every meaningful life, is built upon moments where fear was met with determination, where doubt was challenged with action, and where risk was embraced as a necessary part of growth. Fear is inevitable, but it is not a signal to retreat. It is a signpost pointing toward the areas where your growth and purpose reside. Comfort, on the other hand, is deceptive. It gives the illusion of safety while slowly eroding your potential. The human instinct seeks ease, yet ease rarely leads to greatness. To pursue purpose, you must welcome discomfort as a teacher, a guide that shapes resilience, sharpens resolve, and strengthens character. Every challenge faced boldly adds dimension to your life and clarity to your intentions. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is acting in spite of it. It is moving forward even when the path is unclear, speaking your truth even when it may provoke resistance, and making choices that align with your deepest values rather than with temporary convenience. Courage requires self-trust, the understanding that you have the strength, creativity, and wisdom to navigate obstacles as they arise. Without this trust, hesitation creeps in and opportunity passes unnoticed. Purpose demands that you confront not only external challenges, but internal ones as well. Doubts, insecurities, and the temptation to retreat are constant companions. Yet each time you step forward despite them, you reinforce your connection to your path, proving to yourself that your purpose is stronger than your fears. Courage transforms uncertainty into momentum and action into mastery. The unknown is not to be feared, it is to be explored. Life's most meaningful experiences lie beyond the boundaries of comfort, waiting for those willing to take the leap. Courage is the vehicle that carries you across that boundary, and only by crossing it can you truly claim the life that aligns with your purpose. Step boldly, for growth lives where comfort ends. Every action you take leaves a mark, whether you see it or not. Life is not measured merely by the days you live, but by the impact you create, the energy you share, and the legacy you leave behind. To live with purpose, you must act as if your presence matters, because it does. Every choice, every word, every gesture carries the potential to ripple outward, influencing not just your life, but the lives of those around you. When you recognize this, you begin to act with intention, aware that your life is a story being written with every moment. Legacy is not about fame or recognition. It is about significance. It is about living in such a way that your actions embody your values, that your deeds reflect the principles you hold dear. The way you respond to challenges, the way you treat others, and the integrity with which you pursue your goals are all threads in the fabric of your legacy. Each moment offers a chance to contribute, to inspire, and to build something that outlasts the fleeting passage of time. When you act with purpose, your life becomes a beacon. People notice not because you demand attention, but because authenticity resonates. Influence grows naturally from the alignment of thought, word, and action. Even the smallest actions, performed consistently and with intention, compound into a force that touches countless lives. Your choices shape the environment around you, create opportunities for others, and leave a trace of your presence long after you are gone. Legacy also reminds you that time is precious. The hours we take for granted are the very moments that craft our story. Each day carries the responsibility to live intentionally, to act meaningfully, and to make decisions that honor the life you wish to leave behind. To squander time is to neglect the opportunity to create impact. While every conscious effort moves you closer to leaving a mark worth remembering. Consider your actions as seeds. Some may grow immediately, others may take years to bear fruit. Yet every seed matters. Plant them with care, nurture them with dedication, and understand that your life is the soil in which they take root. The legacy you leave is not dictated by grand gestures alone, but by the consistent, purposeful choices made in alignment with your values. Live as though the echoes of your actions will resonate far beyond today. For purpose is measured not just in what you achieve, but in what you leave behind. Life does not wait, and neither should it. You, the world, does not pause for hesitation. And every moment you delay is a moment of your potential lost. To live with purpose, you must commit fully, move relentlessly, and refuse to let doubt or fear dictate your actions. The path ahead may be uncertain, the challenges daunting, but the only way to claim your life is to engage it with unstoppable resolve. There is no partial commitment, no safe half. Measure's purpose demands everything you have in the present moment. Being unstoppable does not mean never facing obstacles. It means refusing to be defeated by them. Every setback is an opportunity to adapt. Every failure a lesson. And every difficulty a test of your determination. When you cultivate resilience, discipline, and focus, you transform resistance into fuel, uncertainty into clarity, and hesitation into momentum. Life rewards those who act decisively, who harness their energy fully, and who refuse to be idle in the face of opportunity. Unstoppability requires clarity of intention. You cannot pour your energy into every direction simultaneously. You must know what matters most and dedicate yourself to it completely. This singular focus creates a force that propels you forward, cutting through distractions and doubts. It is not reckless abandon. It is the precision of someone who knows their purpose and refuses to be swayed from it. Each step taken with intention, each action aligned with your goal, builds unstoppable momentum. Committing fully also means embracing responsibility. Your life, your choices, and your results belong to you alone. Excuses, blame, and waiting for permission only dilute your power. To be unstoppable, you take ownership of your circumstances and act regardless of external conditions. This self-reliance breeds confidence, sharpens judgment, and cultivates an unshakable strength that carries you through every challenge. Time is fleeting, and opportunity waits for no one. The world moves on with or without your participation. To be unstoppable is to recognize this truth and to act with unwavering intensity, seizing each moment as it comes, refusing to postpone what matters most, and pursuing your purpose without hesitation. Move forward without compromise, for your life's potential is realized only in relentless action.